What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. I'm gonna show y'all something funny here in a second. But if you don't know me and this first time on this channel, this title comes from a video from Casino is the Name. Amazing guy. He put a video out talking about $61,000 a year is broke. If you don't know me, book is Smartphone Millionaire: How to Invest in People, Businesses, and Real Estate from the Palm of Your Hand. Now I'm gonna show you guys something. Okay, prepare yourselves. I want you to look over if you're ready. Do you see this van? This is a Mercedes V8 electric van. He didn't close the side door, but I'll just give you a little backstory. So the people over here own the nail salon. Can y'all see that? Let me give you one more time. Right here. That's a Mercedes V6 electric. It's blue tech, but it's not electric. It's 3500, right? All right, so everybody see that? Everybody getting a good view of that? Good. So back to our conversation. Now, this guy's over here making rounds. He's got deep freezer in there. He got all kind of stuff in the back of that van. Yeah, I've been over here being nosy. But yeah, he over here with this, and they're not cheap. If anybody can look up a Mercedes Sprinter van, put it in here. Put it in the comments, because I'm telling y'all. So Casino is his name. Put out a video, and he got all kind of flack, right? But we're gonna talk about it. And you know how we do when we kick this off. Hit the like button. There's 50 of y'all in here. Hit the like button and make sure you put your city and state. One more again, I'm gonna show y'all this van, because yeah, we super nosy like this, but it goes straight to the point of what I'm talking about. Okay, somebody put starting at $33,000. Good. Thank you so much. Now, you've had your eye on those for many years. I'm gonna get ready to get driving, but I'm gonna read some of this stuff. Fifi, how can I donate to your channel? Hit the super chat. The super chat is always a cash sign to the right. If you're watching this from your phone, it's on the right hand side. You can do it. If you're on your laptop, it still should be on the right hand side. Where super chats are always appreciated. So what's up, everybody? Okay, y'all saw the van. There's 54 of y'all in here. I hope you saw the van. Hey, Amanda P. I know it's small, but you've been a blessing to me. Thank you. Michael Ward, 53. No, Michael Ward. Michael Ward, if you're 53,000. Good Lord. Raleigh, North Carolina. All right, so I'm rolling. Now, why is this important? Because Casino the Name did a video talking about 61,000 a year is broke. And people are on there doing mental gymnastics. You don't need a big old house. You don't need a car. You don't need fancy cars. You don't need. And I'm like, I'm not even talking about $400,000 houses. I'm not talking about cars. I'm talking about the fact that $61,000, which Casino's numbers are different from what numbers I have, is not going to help you build retirement. Bear with me, because I know some of you are going to be like, but I live in Macon, Georgia, Erica, and I can live well. Hold on. Follow me. I'm going somewhere with this. If the average United States income is which is actually at 45 to 52,000, which Casino Name could have a whole different set of numbers. He is an auditor for the government, a particular government agency, so I will let him have his numbers. But if you guys look it up, the average U.S. household is going around 52,000. Now, if you do the math and you actually look at some of the people's information, you have 28,000 on average. If the average American is walking around making, and that's half of working Americans, that's 75 million Americans, are making $30,500 a year, that means two people are in a house making less than that sometimes to even get the number on average 52,000. A lot of times what you'll see a man making $45,000 to $60,000. The reason I even know that is because Grant Cardone does a whole series. I mean, Grant Cardone has course after course after course, and if you actually sit inside the courses and listen, he's aiming at a man who makes $45,000 to $60,000 a year, but is in sales and trying to move his income up so he can take care of his wife and kids. So let's keep it a buck. Yes, that is household income is what he's referring to. But I'm just saying, Jabras, if you break it back down to the national average of it's saying it's around 52K. But again, now, prime example, why am I bringing all these things into this conversation? Because I was just watching on CNBC, which is stock-based. This is the business side of it. And Fox Business is this girl saying, the average income is 70 to 100,000 a year. It's 70 to 100,000 a year for her friends, for the 5 to 10 people she knows. She lives in New York, so she's thinking the average income is 70 to 100,000. And how come you people can't get it together? Because trust me, to Nita's post she put up a couple days ago about people being 30 and not getting that mind right, there's some truth to that. You think you're the sum of everybody, right? Whoever your friends are, you think that's how most of America is. And that is incorrect. That is incorrect, sir or ma'am. You know, your cost of living or your group of friends does not make up the sum of America, okay? And even I have to remind myself that, okay? So exactly, people are posting in here. I'm looking at the road, but people are already posting. Bay Area, 75,000 to 100,000. Yeah, if you are making under 100,000 in New York or California, most areas, you are poor. And for people to try to, you know, do backflips that like, yeah, you know, Erica, because here's how crazy people are. People will sit here and tell me that $100,000 ain't a lot of money. Now, I don't know about you, but $100,000 is a pretty good chunk of change. But when people try to tell me 61,000, they balling out of control. Weirdo. If you talking about a town with less than 50,000 people in the population, I ain't trying to hear that. You know what I mean? Like, if people are trying to... Oh, thank you for putting the super chat. I will answer your question when I get to a stopping position, because I think you said it's off topic, but hold on. Anyway, the point of me saying this is, I want you guys to wrap your head around the fact that inflation and taxes are eating your money. You're going to see all these people pour out of New York, pour out of Pennsylvania, pour out of California, and Charles Oakley loves saying the people that stay act miserable. Even here, I'm in Austin, Texas, and people are here complaining, yo. Oh, you know, there's not enough opportunity. In Texas, in Austin, Texas, I'll tell y'all this story because I tell it all the time. I worked in a Section 8, and this is I don't have a, you know, I had a long-standing gripe with Section 8, but I let it go. I worked in an apartment complex. It was a brand new apartment complex, but in order to get all these government incentives, to get all this money, to get all these, basically get all their money back that they used to build a building, they turn a portion of it to like mixed income, lower income, however you want to kind of say the numbers, mixed income, lower income. And we would have girls in there who are on Section 8. Come in, dress nice, no big deal, you know, doing what they got to do. Everybody got to do what they got to do. And I remember this one young lady had a master's degree, and I was so proud of her. I was like, yeah, man, look at you with your master's degree. Yeah, man, that's what's up. And she's like, yeah, I wish Texas wasn't in a recession. Me and 3 other women in the office, it was like a needle dropped. It was like a pin drop. We're like, what? She's like, yeah, I wish Texas wasn't in a recession so I could make use of this master's degree. And I almost just chopped her right in the neck. Like, you are full of it, honey. Texas ain't in no recession. This is a couple years ago. And she had a master's degree in HR. And the first thing I want to tell her is, well, Lowe's is hiring, HEB's hiring, all these different people are hiring. But you can see her eyes as I was saying it. She was already dismissing what I was saying. She had already made her mind up that Texas, Austin, Texas, where 157 people are moving a damn day and getting jobs everywhere, she was already assessing that we're in a recession and she couldn't do anything with her degree. Now, I started talking to her more and I realized this girl, all she's ever done, I'm not trying to be ugly, is she had 2 babies and she started going to college. She got on Section 8, she's in a nice apartment, and all she's ever done for the last 8 years of her life is go to college. She went and got her undergrad. Then she went and she got a master's degree in HR. She's never had an internship. She's never had a job. She's just raising these 2 kids, which I'm not knocking her, but she's raising these 2 kids, and all she did. And she's sitting here telling you this. And you know, the first thing I thought is she done heard this from somebody. Somebody else done told her this. Because it can't be true. So whenever I'm trying to do these shows with y'all, I realize I have to, like, not only do I have to give y'all numbers, but I have to give y'all context, and I have to talk with you. Oh, I don't even know if she's sitting on a mountain of debt. She may be getting all those grants and sucking up a lot of scholarships. There's a lot of scholarships out here for these moms, you know. It's a lot of them. Thank you, Doug, one of the best moderators on Black YouTube. But so the thing of what I was talking to her, though, when I was realizing, I was like, this girl has already convinced herself she can't win. Okay? So the same way when I talk about $61,000 ain't no money, people be like, oh, Erica, how dare you? You've already convinced yourself. You've already convinced yourself that oh, this is great. This is great. 61, all I ever need. But then when I started asking you, how much was your taxes? What was your gross versus your net? How much money did you put away this year? Did you put away 10 grand this year for your retirement? People look at you like you damn crazy. Then when you ask people, do you have $1,000? Which we already know 76% of Americans can't get their hands on $1,000 in a case of an emergency. So when people sit here and try to play me for the okadoke, don't play me. Who are you trying to convince, me or yourself? Because I already know the numbers. People be like, man, you working too hard. Listen to me. Listen. I remember Andre Hatchett the other day said, yo, we are already in recession in parts of the United States. Not all, but parts. And people like, oh, ain't no recession. I go to Atlanta airport. It is booming. It's people in and out of the Atlanta airport. What does the Atlanta airport have to do with your pocket? Let's keep it a buck. What does the Atlanta airport have to do with your pocket? There's always going to be people moving and going. There's always going to be people moving and shaking. There's always going to be people out here making money. But what does the Atlanta airport have to do with you? Unless you work at the airport, it ain't got shit to do with you. Unless you are in an industry that fixes something at the airport, it ain't got nothing to do with you. So just like this girl in Texas talking about Texas in a recession, clearly in her mind, all these jobs all over the place with all these hiring sites ain't got nothing to do with her either. It's one of those things where you're trying to tell her, oh, but here, Junk Pal, there'll always be a need. There's a need everywhere. But if you're not tapped into it, it don't matter, right? Same thing with high-end housing, high-end construction. There's a lot of guys out here that are going to get wiped out because there's only so many Americans that make the money to get approved for the loan. Okay? Now, this isn't scarcity mentality. I want you to have an abundance mindset for sure. But keep it a buck. If you can kind of get the fact that like, hey, I make $61,000 a year and I'm doing pretty good. This is the same thing I tell my friend Asia. I be messing with her and she know I call her out on all the shows. She'll be like, oh, I love 600-pound life. Why are you looking at that shit? You ain't going there. Yeah, we doing better than everybody on 600-pound life, but we should look up. We should be looking over there. We should be looking everywhere but 600-pound life for any kind of examples on any kind of living, on any kind of anything, right? And I love messing with her about it because I go, that's the problem, right? We looking down, but we not looking up, right? We looking down and saying, well, at least I don't make $30K a year. At least I don't work at McDonald's getting mollywopped by customers. At least I don't work over there where it's I'm struggling. No. At least I'm not that fat. Well, shit, if you're fat, you're fat. Like, you can drop of a heart attack just like 600, Don't look down, look up. So when you start telling me 61,000 is enough, what you just already told me is you're so busy looking down that you ain't even taking a step back to look up. And dudes are literally in his comment section blowing him up talking about, well, I don't need no $300,000 house. I don't need no fancy car. But what about your 50-year-old self? Does your 50-year-old self need retirement? Does your 60-year-old self need some money in the bank? This isn't like, I really understand people have no long-term thinking. Everybody's like, what's the turn up this weekend? Where are the ladies at this weekend? Where the stuff at? Like, it's like college mentality in their 30s and 40s, which is scary, right? Which, remember, I don't know if anybody, it's not even apparent, but if you go to college, there's a lot of people who wait till Friday to get that Monday paper out. There's a lot of people wait till Monday morning to do stuff. I'm a grown woman and I go to BSF Bible study and I still wait till like the day of to do a 7-paper work. I'd be like, ooh, answers. Just Google the answers. So I have to check myself on this too. I'm not just checking y'all. I'm always trying to keep it true. But somebody sent me a paragraph the other day. You already know how these emails go. Y'all love and email me. And I had some good emails. I don't want to make it just bad, but I had some good emails where people were asking me really great, quick questions. And just, hey, can you just send me the link? I was like, thank you. But then I had that one email where somebody's like, why are you doing so much? And I'm trying to paraphrase what they were essentially saying. But essentially they were like, I feel like you're moving away from your channel, Erica. You're focusing on all this high-end investing. So you're telling me focusing on investing in trucks and you guys putting your money into real estate is high-end investing? I've done hundreds of videos on how to put $25 away. I've done hundreds of videos on how to put $100 away. Honey, you should be beyond that at this point. If you still need those videos, they're here on the channel. You can Google and search. But I'm not going to sit here and make 30 videos, a video every day on how you can take $5 and make it to 100. That's because that's not reality. And I would be doing you a disservice. And the fact is, the thing why people walk away from YouTube, and the facts when people walk away from a lot of things, is they grow beyond it. They just grow beyond it. They go, hey, like, it is what it is. I'm not Methodist. I am not Methodist. BSF is non-denominational for all intents and purposes, but the Methodists did help start it. But I am non-denominational for all intents and purposes. I know I'm brown, and you think because I'm from the South I should be Southern Baptist, but I am not. So, not to go religious or political, but I'm just saying. But again, people basically message me like, why you always talking about high-end stuff? People can't afford that. I even got an email where somebody sent me an email asking me, why did I do a whole video on patch of land? That's for accredited investors only, Erica. How dare you? You don't think wealthy people watch my channel? You don't think, I'm not even just saying wealthy people. You don't think people who qualify to be accredited investors watch my channel? What you're trying to say is only poor people on YouTube, and that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. There are several people who watched this channel and gone out and bought a truck the next week because they got money like that. There are several people who sent me testimonials where they're on their third and fourth property. So this channel serves to provide quality financial information. So if something don't apply to you, keep it moving. Go find another video. But don't sit here and send me a paragraphs about how you mad about the whole video patch of land you got to cite it, and then realize you need to be an accredited investor. Okay? So now what do you need to do to go be an accredited investor? Do you see what I'm saying? Where people aren't using their comprehension skills up here to figure out that, guess what? I too can be there. I too can rise above. I too can do better. But see, when you want to sit here and argue with me and do mental gymnastics about, I make plenty of money, Erica. Okay, what do you make? I make like $32,000 a year. Okay, where do you live? I live in Atlanta in a shoebox, but I make money. And it's like, listen, you got to grow, baby. Not just for me, but for you. And a lot of y'all are sitting here playing a game. Y'all mamas is going to get old. Y'all children are going to get older. Now, when I sit here and say your mama's going to get old, I'm not insulting your mom. I'm saying what's going to happen is you're going to need to provide some type of care for your elderly parents. People keep acting like this ain't going to happen. You're going to have to provide some care for your elderly parents. And now you got young children and elderly parents, or you got college age children and elderly parents. At the same time, man, it ain't no joke. A lot of you think you're going to get to your 40s and be doing cruises every year. Not if you ain't putting no money away to take care of mama. Let's keep it a buck. A lot of y'all are not going to not take care of mama. So I'm just saying, instead of us trying to rationalize in our mind while we're not making more money, we need to look up where are we going to be in 5 to 10 years. Thank God my mom makes stacks on stacks and has rentals because she good. I ain't got to worry about her now. My mind is free. I have other things to do. Right? But a lot of you are not in that position, and you sit here trying to play me. I know a man right now. He is 42, just got married, just bought a brand new house. Mother had a stroke. Guess what he had to do? Move his mama in his house, give up his master bedroom with his brand new wife, and they go live upstairs so that his mom, who's now in a wheelchair, can live downstairs. Y'all, this ain't a game. This is not a game, and I don't think y'all understand this. Like, I think y'all think it's a joke, but for real, like, your parents are going to get older, and you have not made plans. They're gonna be moving into your brand new house with your brand new wife and your master bedroom. And homeboy, he better than me. He better than me, because I'd have been like, Mama, we gonna build a mama suite on the back or something, because just got married, and like, we're just trying to keep this house, keep this drama low. Keep it low. Keep the drama low. Now, you look on the internet, most videos talk about $500 to $1,000. Most people, that's what they're looking for. Most people are looking for an extra $500 to an extra $1,000 a month. And you're like, oh, I don't want to work a part-time job. I'm going to do something online. Okay, well, you got to figure out exactly, Trump. I'm at a stoplight, so I don't want y'all to hear y'all mouths. I can read the post because I'm at a stop sign. Most people have horrible relationship with money, don't know how to make it, keep it, or invest it. Exactly. So we have a spectrum here on this channel where people are like, what can I do with $25, Erica? Cool. Let's get you investing that $25, but let's figure out how we can make you an extra $200, $300 this weekend. Right? Let's figure out how we can do that. Because I think that's what's most helpful. Because, you know, you may not live in New York or California, but if you live in Seattle right now or you live in Denver, you know rent is high. Anybody in the comments from Denver, Colorado, post some of the cost of rent there. Anybody in here from Nashville, Tennessee, post some of the cost of rent there. Anybody in here from Miami, post some of the cost of rent there. We've already did the examples of how much it costs to have babies in daycare. I mean, I really think y'all think I be joking sometimes, but I'm like, it's time to rise above. And I'll still make quality videos talking about ways to invest $25, $30, $50, $100. But I'm not going to do that every day of the week. I'm not going to do it. There's no need. There's no need for that. You know what you need to do. Get in the car and get it moving. Whatever that may mean to you, right? Whatever that means to you. So if y'all don't come through on those likes, I'm telling you, man, it's 147 y'all and it's like 47 likes. Y'all be haters, man. I mean, you know, so it's just like, yeah, 700. Colorado Springs is cheap, military town. I'm talking about Denver, Kissimmee, Florida, 1,400. Okay, I'm driving to park. Wait till I park. But I think y'all like, oh, I'm good. I don't have to do anything. But one hiccup, you're not good no more. To me, this whole thing with this government shutdown has my mind blown. If your food stamps get cut off, it shouldn't matter. You should have a refrigerator full of what? Long-term food, right? You should have cabinets full of beans, cabinets full of rice, you know, all kind of veggies, all kind of stuff in your house. I just don't understand, you know? I know this guy used to make chili all the time. Oh my God, I'd be like, girl, they went to college, this girl made gumbo all the time, all the same stuff. But they always had the ingredients for it, because it's like, think. If the government only giving you $800, and I'm meeting people who got $800 in food stamps, and they got a lot of kids, so I'm not knocking them. But if you know that they can come through on some paperwork and change their mind and reduce your numbers or reduce your limits on what you're gonna get food stamp wise, honey, why don't you have extras in the storage pantry? And I don't mean snackies and cookies and crackers for the kids after school. I'm talking about real, actual food. Yeah, I said it. Then come for me. I'm not scared. Bring your pitchforks. But a lot of this government shutdown stuff is like, this is ridiculous. And some people are going to say, Erica, people are one paycheck away from homelessness. You're not being compassionate. Yes, I got an email about that. But I'm sorry, honey. If you work in a government job, that's right, I said a government job, you've been working there for 3, 4, 5 years, or your cousin and them, sister and them, been working for 3 or 4, 5 years, there's no reason why they don't have $2-3 grand saved up. Now, some people gonna say, Erica, they live in DC. It's expensive. You're not giving compassion to the people live in DC. All right. But you know, you live in DC. Like, I didn't make you live there. You chose to live there, right? And there's nothing wrong with you living there, but let's do some math, right? Let's do real math. Sorry, I'm parking. If you know you live in DC and you ain't got no reserves, girl, you live in La Vida Loca. You living dangerous. You doing the most. I cannot vibe with that. Make an extra $400 off one car in Torino. Facts on facts, real James. TKs. It may take giving up some weekends to achieve it. I'm telling you. And there's article out there saying, oh, millennials are so exhausted because, you know, it's like work all the time culture. No, we're not exhausted because it's work all the time culture. We're exhausted because some people have not been prepared well by their parents. They have not been prepared well by society. And they're not good at math. I get emails and messages all the time on Instagram. Please stop messaging me on Instagram. Oh, I'm like 20,000 in student loan debt. Okay, boo, guess what? That's $150 a month for 10 years. You don't like that? Do $300 a month for 5 years. And guess what you got to do? Go to work. Find a weekend job. Find that extra $300 a month. But don't message me like, school loans are terrible. I'm so behind. And we just do the math. $150 a month for 10 years and you behind? Let's say you want to get rid of it in 5 years. That's $300 a month for 5 years. Let's say you want to get rid of it faster than that. You want to do $600 a month for 2.5 years? See, people, your parents didn't do good math. They didn't read your homework when you were little. Because some of y'all it's a calculator. Like, I got to pull out my calculator in my DMs on Instagram to help you. Come on now, baby. Do right. Get your money up 120K or better by any means. Todd Capital, I'm telling them, it's like a lot of 80% of the problems we're hearing out here, they're financial, y'all. A lot of these videos you got on YouTube where these men is crying about women being gold diggers, nobody's gold digging an IHOP plate. Nobody's gold digging Carrabba's. They're just not. They're not. Sorry. I know. I'm a hater. I'm hating. Okay. But you gotta be about something. You gotta be on a mission. And I know what people are gonna say. I already know somebody's gonna say in the comments here or later. Well, it's not how much you make, Erica. It's what you keep. It matters for both. Because if you make $32,000 a year and you keep an extra what? Let's say 10%, you keep extra $3,000 every year. Boo, that's still a long time. It's gonna take you years to make that $3,000 make something big. Now, are there Chris Hogan's book, Everyday Millionaires? That's a book I recommend y'all get. If you're a big believer in putting money away in the stock market or your 401k for many years, hats off to you, right? But that's a book. And the number 3 person in there that was a millionaire was teachers. Why? Teachers already know they ain't gonna make a lot of money. They've already got their budget straight. They know to make their meals at home. They know to pack lunch. Okay? It's these new teachers that act like they don't know they don't make a lot of money. Like, what? I don't make a lot of money? Yeah, girl, you a teacher. What you doing? And out here protesting in the street. Like, we didn't make you be a teacher. You don't have to be a teacher. You can go do something else that brings in more money. I think that's part of the reason they don't even teach like economics in school, because if I was a teacher and I keep teaching every year about economics, I'd be like, I'm out of here. I'm out. I can't. The math ain't adding up. I'm out. Because the numbers, like the numbers are the numbers. Right? Let me see. Most of us are standing on a rug that's being pulled out from under us as we speak. Exactly, AM1. And I would say the puller of the rug is inflation. All right? It's not even that this recession is coming to some people's areas. The fact is, all these people leaving California, leaving New York, a lot of them leave, but they still have that mindset, but they haven't changed their skills. I'm meeting people coming here, and I met a dude from Georgia not even that long ago, and he was like, yeah, I was hoping for better jobs out here. Then he was telling me the type of jobs he was applying to, and I was like, bro, you coming out here with no skills? You need to head over to ACC Community College, Austin Community College, and let them put some tech skills on you, baby. Because they giving away free degrees right now. Literally, you don't have to pay no money for network. I think it's network administrator right now. You don't have to pay any money out your pocket. Because they can't get enough kids in this area. They have a ton of Hispanic folks, and they just can't even get enough kids. The Hispanic folks just do what their parents do. Do what? Create businesses. Get food trucks. Throw in money, get food trucks. Be downtown. Own construction companies. Own cleaning companies. Own painting companies. They literally do what their parents do. Like, they've been doing national studies on this. They already know. They're like, oh, either I'm going to go to college for almost free at Texas, or I'm going to have to go start something. Period. It's only us who didn't get the memo. $1,400 a month, you make $15 an hour, then how do you eat and pay mortgage? Exactly. I'm telling you, people don't understand. Make better choices. Oh, suburban homestead outfitters. I like the word homestead, boy. Let me see. It means people are dependent on the government. Yeah, they're dependent on listen, when they did the study, it said over 50% of all children in American households, someone in their house is on government assistance. Now, what did this mean? If you break down this study, that means grandma could be living with you. If grandma lived with you and she get an SSS check, that's part of it. If your aunt living with you and she got disability, or siblings got disability, or your cousin got asthma and his mama done went down there and got the check from the government because he got asthma, all kind of stuff. But 50% of all American children, that's half our country. Somebody in their house is getting some type of check or assistance. And that's why when people sit here and try to give me this bleeding heart stuff like, Erica, we need to help people more. There's more homeless people. Listen, honey, there's more homeless people because people ain't doing the math. And some of them need to leave. There was a video I talked about the other day. It was a black guy. He was a veteran. He had 2 degrees. He had a master's degree. He started doing drugs, and after his wife died of cancer. And so he'd been homeless for since 2008, for 10 years in New York. And he was mentally put together, right? When he was talking, he sounded very professional. And everybody in the comments were like, bro, I know New York. So either you're not following the rules when you get into the halfway houses or the houses that do drug treatment. That's why you keep getting put out and be homeless. Or, you know what I mean? Like, there's reasons why. Like, people try to give you these stories, and you have to, like, thank God for the internet. You can do a couple pullbacks and go, hey, New York, does that sound right? And a lot of New Yorkers are like, no, if you get homeless here, you can go. They give you so much help. They put you on your feet and send you whatever. There's even women in the comment section said they went homeless in New York, got back in a temporary housing, made some money in their pocket, got a car, and took their ass back to Georgia. And I bet money they were from some small town in Georgia, like, I'm going to New York. I bet money. But there's countless programs out here. There's countless programs out here that are bending over backwards. Bend over backwards, man. So it's not the programs. It's not the lack of people trying. So solid steps to wealth. My question is, how do you have 8 kids in 2019? Where do they do that we're not talking to? That they were not talking to. Oh, there's a woman right now on Facebook. She got 9 kids. And she live in Atlanta. She got 9 kids living in Atlanta. I mean, she's doing whatever she got to do. Her and her husband, she's married. Keep it a buck. But yeah, like, people were out here with 9 kids, yo. Oh yeah. And then there's the lady I'm talking about. This here is 8 kids. She literally, like, her husband had a car accident, and it just was that car accident. It spiraled their life. You know, she was trying to be stay-at-home mom with all these kids, and it just spiraled her life. So, I mean, there's people out here with 8 kids, trust. Home economics and critical thinking. People want sympathy for the situation they put themselves in. Honey. Do you know how many women I talk to? They're like, I never got married, and so I didn't have this or didn't have that. I'm like, okay, well, we got that. We think, okay, you're not married. So what do you need to do? You need to do the math for you, boo-boo. Like, that's what I read out of your situation. Man. I knew people were triggered. Yeah, people are triggered. Chill. Folks getting paid to sit at home anyway. Time to plant community gardens, man. If you don't have your money right, don't get the weekend. Listen, Netflix is raising the cost of its prices. And let me tell you something. People gonna pay. Everybody on the internet acting like, oh, Netflix raised the prices. How dare them? I'm not gonna pay. You a liar, bro. You a liar. Netflix is saving you so much money on cable costs. You know you're gonna pay, so stop fronting. And then when you do pay, you and your friends splitting, and they over their house watching the same passcode at the same time. Come on now. Come on. Miss me with that conversation. And I can tell you right now, this is how I know people they're not hurting yet. All over Austin, they got all these places that have like $10 an hour jobs and $12 an hour jobs hiring. What's the place? Chipotle. All these places be hiring all the time in Austin. People be like, oh, I can't find a job. And I'd be like, well, they're all hiring over here. Well, on my side of the city, I don't want to drive more than like 5 miles from my house. Look, boo, you asking for all extra. If you in a real situation where you really need money, you will go to work. There's a lot of people hanging out in Austin all day. And people are like, oh, it's the college students, Erica. No, it's not. It's grown-ass people. I see some grown people out here hanging out all day at the bars. When I go get lunch, when I go over here, I see them hanging out. We got 2 neighbors in our luxury complex. You know what they do? Sell stuff on eBay and play video games. How do I know? Because I went past their patio being nosy. Yes, I'm nosy. And I was like, look at that big-ass TV they got in their house. Literally, just living their best life. Not stressing because they selling a little bit of stuff on Amazon. They do eBay. I think he said he's gonna try to do Amazon soon, but he do most of his stuff on eBay. He go get cheap stuff from the thrift stores here, and Austin's a very transit city, so there's always stuff for sale at the thrift stores. And there's a guy who's on YouTube. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't get no drama. But he's here in Austin, and that's all he does. He's a thrifter. You can look that up. I don't need to say his name. But that's all he does. He goes around the thrift stores and then turns around and packages and sells things on Amazon and eBay. eBay. He does eBay and Craigslist. And he has a little warehouse over here off East Austin. But it's long story short, that's all he does. And so now guys are like, I'm going to do that too. But I'm like, okay, are you doing it at business level, or are you just doing enough to get by? And that's the problem. We got a lot of people just doing just enough to get by. That American point blank greed. What's up? You cracking me up today. I'm just saying, charging scooters. Yeah, listen, I put a video up, Antonio Williams, on my Instagram. This dude had like 35 scooters in the back of his truck. Stacked. What's a weekend? I remember when times were tight, every adult, including the ones with degrees, took a second job. Facts on facts. See, people trying to act like they don't remember those days. But days lying. Hold on. This phone's tripping. Let me see here. You own one today. Straight talk, reality talk. Love title of it. And we do. Yeah. Ooh, credit cards got you in trouble. I see what you're saying. Woo, he said, who's that? Lady Pat said 10 children. Ooh. My goal is 6 figures after taxes. Who gonna teach them babies? I don't know. Somebody gonna teach them babies. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to get this phone to charge and quit tripping. Yep. She said, I work in healthcare and 80% of CNAs are requesting double shifts and nurses are taking on extra days. Listen, one of the reasons that the school situation with nurses are like the pipelines getting clogged up and people are like, oh, they're not nursing schools are getting backed up. It's because if you're a nurse making $90,000 a year, this is what a lot of people I know. Why would you want to go down and teach other people to be a nurse and make $60K a year? The schools haven't got that shit thought through, right? They're like, well, of course somebody in their older age is going to come teach these younger nurses. How, Sway? She going to lose $30,000 her income to come teach new nurses when she could just stay being a nurse? And you can be a nurse till you like 90 years old. Them ladies being there old as I don't know what, right? Right? So well, people aren't really doing the math, right? Because why would they do that? So you're going to have a shortage of nurses for the next 20 years. Okay. Somebody super chatted a question. Let me see if I can go back and find it. I'm not ignoring you. I saw it. I apologize. There's a lot of comments. Hold on. Lord, help me. What do you prefer for your book reading, Nook or Kindle for your daily reading? I don't like Kindle or Nook. It hurts my eyes. I'm a big believer in Audible books right now or actual read the paper books. I think it's a testament to being able to sit down and lock in your daily routines of reading. I remember having uncles who do that. I remember my dad doing that. So like when people act like, I don't have no time to read, Erica, I'm like, your schedule's messed up, boo-boo. Thank you, Shauna, for the 199 super chat. Now somebody else super chatted. I'm gonna find you. I apologize, but I was driving. We gotta be safe. You know what I mean? Hold on. Thank you, Trucker Maven, for the $5 super chat. There's another one. I'm getting close. I'm going back up to the top. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Y'all got a lot of questions here. It's 195 of y'all, 96 likes. The likes are free, baby. All right. Jay Slink, $5 super chat. A little off topic, but what is inquiry removal legit? Yes, it is legit. Be careful though. Don't sit here and get 3 American Express cards and then try to go and remove all your American Express inquiries. That doesn't make sense. See what I'm saying? Make it make sense. Remove stuff that you possibly didn't get approved for. But there's other credit videos. You can go check out the channel for other credit videos. Anybody else I missed in this long stream? But at the end of the day, I know this phone's probably dying, but at the end of the day, I just want y'all to think on that. You may feel like you're doing good, but do you have enough for retirement? Do you have enough if you're, I don't want to make this dramatic, but your significant other has a heart attack tomorrow or has a stroke, God forbid. There's several people who've either been clients of mine or that I follow on Facebook who's had family members have strokes, and it's completely changed their life. They didn't have they thought they were good. Everybody thinks they have more time, and I don't want to make it this terrible dramatic thing, but the reason I'm trying to cut back on some of the silly videos or even going on other people's shows right now is because I'm trying to get 3 truck deals closed at the same time and provide quality service to investors and still run this company and still make sure credit repair clients still have their stuff done and through the checks in the systems, running a business. like and somebody said in the comments a couple videos ago, well, Erica, you should just focus on high-end customers. You should just quit doing all this low-end stuff and focus on high-end customers. The point of the whole channel, Classy Climb, is so we can climb. So we can climb up. That's the whole point. If I just go, I ain't talking to y'all no more. I'm gonna only deal with the richy people. That's, to me, that is not, that's not really the whole point. The whole point of the channel was to encourage people to climb up, to ladder their income, to classy climb, to get up to the next level, to have encouragement to change their life. That was the point of the channel, and to have impact. So could I just go, yeah, I'm tired of talking to y'all and just only deal with investors and just do, properties, or just hang out with Todd Capital and hang out Black Sea Fund or do other stuff? Of course, but the point of this was to have an impact. The point of this was so people could stop telling me they don't know any brown people who are successful, or they don't know any brown women who have businesses, or they don't know any, you know what I mean? I was tired of hearing that. I was so tired of hearing that. It got on my nerves because it was not true. Every day of the week, people sitting out here trying to say stuff they know is not true. Well, I don't know any successful black men, or I don't know any successful this. It's like, you're a liar. Every day of the week, I bring on people who do that, who do just what you say you ain't seeing. So I look at homeless people in New York like they're college students doing a social science experiment. I'm not falling for it. Yeah, I mean, it's just, and here's the thing. It's like, what's enough? Is $1 million enough? If you have the potential to do $2-3 million, is that enough? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, people are just living below their potential, and that's what bothers me as I watch this. Like, as I do a lot of these things, people just living below their potential. AM1, better off single. AM1, listen, somebody gonna track you down. You in California. You done got on the internet. They know you got some money. AM1, everybody say a prayer for AM1. The ladies are going to get him. He's not ready. People are going to find you, AM1. I want to sell my own products on Amazon. I think it's $40 a month. Okay. 3-hour show today. Trent Davis, my phone about to die, so we ain't gonna have it might be dead in the next 2 minutes. Did you get 3 castadas? No, not yet, Trent Davis. I have, for people who are in the process of being with Grandview Acquisitions, they already know they got a live Zoom call we're doing later tonight. We're going to talk, make sure they get everything through, because it's going to be moving like this. People don't understand. Stuff move like this. So no time to read or learn. It's already gave AM1. That's my whole point. When people tell me I don't have time, Erica, just just give me the condensed version, or just give me like what's that thing? When it used to be like the QuickBooks or whatever version. I'm like, honey, I've even had people, let me tell you this. I've even had people buy something. Sorry, the angle's going to be crazy for a second because the phone died. I've had people buy products and services, give another person a review of it, and the review was so off that I was like, stop. I had that same course, and you were given the worst review in your life. So don't sit here and think because your friend did it, or, oh, your cousin gonna hook you up and they're gonna tell you the numbers. Like, man, that's crazy. Thank you, Marco11, for the $1.99 super chat. Get the likes up. Also, are we even on topic still? I know we are not. Shame on us not being on topic. Oh, my phone won't turn. 10x. Let's see. Ricardo Ropo, thank you for the $10 super chat. What else we got here? Eric, are you still looking for an investor for truck deals? I've got a list of 50 people who have already are in different processes of group A, or C. Group A, B, and C. So honestly, if you don't have 5,000 to 10,000, there's a reason I'm making that number. There's a very clear reason I'm doing that number. Don't worry about it. You can catch later rounds. There'll be more opportunity for investments. Cliff notes, that's the word. Shortcuts to success. There are millionaires who discovered Miss Erica on being other shows. True. Anything under 80K is suspect. Oh, already know it, Sir Mix-a-Lot. So look, I gotta go. I gotta run into this building and this phone's gonna die. So I love y'all. Y'all been great, but let's just keep it concise. Let's just, for the record, for the numbers, for the books, 60K is not a lot of money. Okay. It'd be easier. It'd be better if you could raise your income up to 100,000. We're not all going to do that, but I want you to at least if you think about it this way, if you don't do nothing but buy one rental property a year for 10 years, in 10 years, you have a whole different life than everybody you know. Everybody you know. Oh man, Junk Pal, it's crazy. Like this, I've literally made 25 phone calls today. just to make sure people are, oh man, look at you. Solid Step to Wealth gave $50 super chat. Thank you for having our brother casinos back. No, thank you. Jabrash, number one reason for bankruptcy, medical issues. Yeah, and that's why I said, Jabrash, I didn't want to make a depressing show about stroke or heart attacks, but I'm telling you, Melvin, or one truck a year. Hey, Melvin, look, do what you do. See, there's a million ways to make money out here. It just has to be comfortable and make sense for you, right? I don't ever want to be on here telling y'all to do this, and I give recommendations and I give reviews, but I don't force you to do exactly what I'm doing. If that doesn't appeal to you, or it doesn't make sense to you, I do not want you to invest in things that do not make sense to you. That's the number one thing I could say. AM1 wants to do his business, make his money, and have no women. Man, AM1 got all kind of ladies. I'm gonna go to Oakland. I'm gonna record them on camera. Looking forward to the Zoom call. Yes, our Turner Financial Base. Me too. LRT, thank you. $5 super chat. Watching you on my commute back from the office. I hear y'all. Okay, y'all, I really got to run into this building because they're not going to wait. I just got here early for the thing. So, all right, you guys, listen. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for supporting the channel. Listen, keep it a buck. All right, you guys.